Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Nicholas Firo, the host of the Nothing New podcast. Welcome to season 2, titled Relationship. Before we get into what season 2 is all about, a quick little recap of season 1. Season 1 was just to lay the foundation, the groundwork, and the mission of what this podcast is all about. There's many more videos and podcast episodes that you can watch on this channel or on Spotify, Apple Music, or Amazon Music to understand all what season 1 was all about and what it pertained to. Now, season 2 is titled Relationship. Now, what a relationship is all about is having a connection with someone. And without that someone, it's impossible to have a relationship. Now, science proves that we are built for human connection. If you look at neuroscience, it shows a lot of evidence that the brain, whenever it is in connection or relationship with someone, it fires off those good chemicals like dopamine, oxytocin, and things of that matter. And you wonder why that happens. And it almost seems like, well, it's maybe built into us. And it can just happen by, well, maybe just some random chemicals that are happening on. Maybe it's something deeper than that. Another reason for relationship and why it's so important to have human connections is because if we try to isolate ourselves and we try to take away ourselves from society or even just building connections in general, science proves that it is very detrimental to our health. There's a lot of suicidal rates that go up because of isolation. In life, we have jobs and we serve people with our jobs. And it fulfills us whenever we're doing a good deed with other people. And that right there, it makes me, and should with you, just think about why that is the case. Why is it that whenever we're with people and we're doing good deeds with people and that we have a relationship, have connections with others, it fulfills us? I mean, there's goals that I know from people where they say, I just want to be married. I just want to have kids. But in order to have that, you got to have a relationship. And it makes me think that, well, we can talk about all the evidence. You can see season 1 talks about the evidence of existence of God and all these things of the Bible, Christianity, and things of that nature. But the biggest thing that I think will really solve a lot of problems in this world and solve a lot of confusion and bring in a lot of clarity is just this simple concept of love. The concept of building human connections with people, relationships with people. And that doesn't mean romantic love. It's just love as a broad term. Because, for example, you can have a friend and you say, man, I love my friend. That doesn't mean you're romantically in love with your friend. It's just that you have a love for your friend because you genuinely and deeply care for that person's well-being, and that when you're around that person, it satisfies you, it gives you joy, it gives you peace, and it gives you a sense of belonging. That's how we've always been. Even after we came out of our mother's womb, we have always wanted a sense of belonging. And this season is going to get into the depths and into the complexities of why that is the case, because it's universal. It doesn't matter what religion you are, it doesn't matter what belief system you follow. We can all universally agree that we were built and that we strive and long for human connection, and that it fulfills us for eternity.